hang me hair straighteners, Kirk.
You never use them anyway.
You'll never understand a woman's mystique, will you?
Aye, what's all this? The wacky races?
Kirk's borrowed it off his mate, Fridgehead.
Oh, well, it's beautiful. Just off to Orders for a fake and baked tan. Eileen's stopping in to take delivery of the dog. What time will you be dropping him over?
The sooner we get to the kennels, the sooner come us back over.
Aye, well, Tim the vet's going to be here at 1, so the dog will better be here by then.
1 o'clock?
Yeah, that's when the little hand is pointing to 1, Kirk.
I hope you're not this rude to the guests at the kennels, Fizz.
Guests?
Oh, I haven't got time for domestics today. In with anger, out with love.
And you will remember not to let the dog off the lead.
Guide's honour, my little Kirky bun.
Kirk, do you think you could nip over to the chippy, get me a pickled egg? I think I might get hungry on the journey.
There's a sherbet dib-dab in the glove box.
I want savoury.
All I'm saying is I don't expect to be spoken to like dirt by a checkout girl, all right? Oh, what do you want?
Are you going to go through with this, pap?
Steve, somebody has just been really rude to me in the supermarket. I'm not in the mood, all right?
Because I don't know about you, but I don't want my past being dragged up in a courtroom full of people who have never met me. And if they start reading out your personality defects, we'll be there till Christmas, 2008.
Oh, don't give up your little minicab job, Steve. You'll be hopeless at stand-up.
Don't do this to me, Tracy. To us?
If you're looking for sympathy, Steve, you'll find it in the dictionary somewhere between no and way. Have a good life.
How's your Florentina?
You know full well it's Fiorentina.
I'm just in a bit of a daffy mood.
My egg looks nice and runny.
Hayley, the reason I've asked you here today...
You're pregnant. I knew it. I'm joking.
The reason I've asked you here today is that I think we need to talk more about Amy.
Oh, right. Please don't spoil it. I thought you brought me here as some sort of impulsive romantic gesture. I might have known it were completely out of character.
No, please, hear me out.
No, you hear me out. Look, I know that I told Tracy that we'd be behind her in this whole ridiculous battle for the baby, but I only said it to appease her. I don't want to get on the wrong side of her again. I don't want any involvement in, well, any of it. I just think we should take a back seat and keep well aware.
But, Steve, he needs our help.
No, we need our help, Roy. If we take Steve's side in this, we can kiss goodbye to ever seeing Amy again.
I have thought long and hard about this, Hayley, and it is morally the correct thing to do. Steve is not a bad person. Is it right that Amy should not be allowed to see him again simply because of some preposterous whim of Ms. Barlow's? You know I'm right.
Do you know, 20p from the cost of this pizza goes to stop Venice from sinking. I'd love to go to Venice. I'd love one day to take Amy to Venice, go on a gondola, visit St Mark's Square. I'd show her the world if I could, which is more than Tracy ever will. I mean, what will she show her? How to drain the last bit of goodness out of a person. How to be more bitter than a big bowl of lemons.
Hayley.
Look, I know we'll do the right thing, Roy, because that's what we always do, the right thing. So I'm sure we'll end up backing Steve. And I'm sure that one day we'll go to Venice. Just the two of us. Don't make it all right.
Oh, don't splash me, Smalls, please, Kenneth. That's the last thing I need. Up here, I can still get up that ladder. Quick as a flash. I see these things I want to do, and I go at it, hammer and tongs, bull in a china shop. It's only then I realise I can't. I know I look daft in that buggy. I know you sniggered.
I didn't even see you in it.
It were like someone had let off a laughing bag in your briefcase. But that buggy, it were like a new pair of legs. I could get there. It meant that Blanche Hunt were back in business.
Oh, talk about a vault farce.
Oh, don't get all foreign with me. Remember Samir?
So, what's happening with your side of the business, then? Is there still no takers?
I'm about as popular as a child catcher. And a child catcher had job satisfaction. The sooner I could sell my share of this business, the sooner I could plough my money into a new house, if I can find a new house. I haven't even seen one we like yet. But, you know, I've got big plans. Maison de Vita is going to be so cool.
De Vita?
Yeah, it's like a cross between Dev and Sunita.
Right.
And you would think, would you not, that people would be pouncing on me to grab my share of this place. But as of yet,
not a sausage.
not even a chipolata. Maybe I should drop the asking price.
Tracy Barlow.
Come on, man, you can manage my heart.
Yeah, I'm made of money me, mate, aren't I?
It's this place. It's like a prison.
Hello, streetcars. Yeah, sure, Mrs. Cuddy. Yeah, well, tell you what, why don't you wait outside near the cash machines and we'll pick you up from there, yeah? OK. Lloyd, Mrs. Cuddy, can you pick her up from the precinct? You won't be able to miss her. She'll have a can of something strong and a boogie box.
Sounds like my kind of girl.
Oh, and she'll try and get in the front seat. Don't let her. Just take my word on that.
Just remember he might be straight. Just remember he might be straight. Act butch. Act butch. Hiya!
God, hi. Have you been away?
That'll teach me to go on the big one without factor 30.
Where's your dog?
Hopefully, on the other side of this door. Oh, Bella Sinead.
Oh, I love old English sheepdogs.
Oh, who's my baby boy? Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is.
A boy?
Oh, he likes you.
A boy called Bella Sinead?
Oh, you know, I just had this dream when I was a child prodigy in Bolton that one day I'd own a dog, just like on the adverts for emulsion, and that I'd call her Bella Sinead. So when I got this little beauty as a 3-day-old pup and it turned out to be a boy, well, I said, only one thing is going to have to be called Bella Sinead. You know, to make my dream come true. You couldn't make it up, could you?
You got him when he was 3 days old. That's really very young for a puppy to be taken away from its mother.
He was found in a rucksack in the gents' toilets at Sandbach Services. We can but guess at his age. Just want to hold him. Just get his lead.
Yeah. Don't say I'll never give you nothing.
Oh, thanks. I'll have to do overtime more often.
Right. What's the problem? Caught sight of your own reflection?
You know your hotel bill from that Nottingham trip?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, this hotel was in, like, central Manchester. Have I done something wrong?
No, mate, not at all. They're so disorganised at this place. I hated that hotel, I cannot tell you. If you ever get a chance to go there, Adam, don't bother, son. There's no room service after 10 o'clock. My room had no bin in it. I know that don't sound much, but to me that's really irritating, you know what I mean? Someone's dental floss was in the trouser pressed in to top it all. I got to check out. What do they give me? This stupid bill with the address of their sister hotel on it in Manchester. Unbelievable. Whatever happened to service, son, eh? You tell me that.
Right.
You're not going to put it through the books, then?
Well, the accountant's not query something like this.
Just put it through the system, Adam. Eh? Leave the accountants to me, son. You turn into a proper little job's worth. What's the matter with you? Got you a sarnie there. You might not want to eat it, though, you know, because it ain't officially lunchtime.
You all right, Sally? What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just doing a bit of overtime. Did you have a nice holiday?
Oh, glorious. He can't keep away for 5 minutes.
Evening and all.
All right, Dad.
Good break, was it?
Glorious. Should I be worried that you're working at the weekend?
No, but you might be fearful. Your son's turning into a number cruncher.
Listen, all I'm doing is putting everything into the system like you told me.
Ladies, let us not bicker.
Well, it's not easy, all this, you know. I'm finding it pretty hard.
Oh, diddums.
Mike, let's get it out of here before your blood pressure rises. You've heard what they said. There's nothing wrong. They're just having a domestic.
I'll send you the marriage guidance. Hang on a minute. Sally, what are you doing here? I mean...
I'm doing overtime.
But you don't work here, do you? Or am I going completely mad?
I took her on.
Did he not tell you? I thought...
Do I have to run everything past your old man? No.
I don't know how you put up with this. I give up. I really do.
If you and Steve can't sort this out between yourselves, then we'll need a blood test.
No. No way.
Why not?
Well, because it's a waste of time.
If you refuse, the courts will think you've got something to hide.
Stuff him.
The only person you'll be stuffing is yourself. They'll assume he's the dad, and if he can prove he's had some sort of relationship with what's-her-name since she was born, then he'll get contact.
Right, so what you're saying is the law favours blokes over women. What about those weird fellas protesting all over the place, Fathers for Justice?
He won't get full responsibility, Tracy, but he will get
I thought you were a good solicitor.
You thought right.
Well, you're talking out your backside.
Amy comes first in all of this. Do you want her to grow up in between two adults who hate each other?
No, which is why I never want her to see him ever again.
Right. What about mediation?
Listen, love, I want you to get this into your thick skull. There is no way Steve is having contact with Amy. Do you understand what that means? No way!
I am effectively running that place, love. And what does he do? He jumps off a plane and comes running straight over because he cannot let go. He reckons he's got the business acumen of Alan Sugar. I'm telling you, it's more like Alan Partridge, different old codger. And as for Donald Wesmith Druzels, can't put a foot wrong in Mike's eyes. I can't understand a word he's saying half the time, but I can't say anything. And why? Because I don't want him accusing me of being racist. What?
She dropped her handbag. You'll find it.
Have you listened to what I've said?
Who gets on your nerves more, Adam or Mike?
Well, they both do, for different reasons.
And when you were in business with Vinny, was that all plain sailing?
Until he started sleeping with you behind my back, yes.
No, Danny. You used to call him for everything. Night after night, you'd come back in and slag him off. Office politics, that's all it is. You will never see eye to eye with Uncle Mike.
Not unless he wears platforms.
And you will never have a soft spot for Adam. Accept it, get over it, and move on. Now, can I watch my film?
Am I a nightmare?
No. Whatever gave you that idea?
Like I say, Cheryl Baker, she's dead nice. Do you know she's been in for Eurovision twice? And sung for Europe 4 times?
Right.
Are you not a fan?
I'm afraid I spent most of my teenage years with a frown on my face listening to the Smiths.
Sorry, are you boring yourself?
No. I've got to be back at work by 3, so... Someone else is called in sick, so I'm covering.
Oh, great.
Do you never let him off the lead?
Oh, no. No, loads of dogs have been dog-jacked in this park. You can't put a fluffy slipper down here without someone nicking it.
Well, there's no one around today.
Oh, I suppose 5 minutes not going to hurt anyone, is it? There you go, Bella Sinead. Who's my baby boy? Bella Sinead!
Run backwards!
What?
I mean away! You think it's a race if you go in the same direction?
Oh, Bella Sinead! Bella Sinead! Oh, sod this for a game of soldiers. Buster!
Steve is a fair-weather father. You watch. He'll end up with some hideous Karen clone. The next thing you know, she's going to be stopping him coming over here. And what do I say to Amy then?
But if it goes to court, he'll play dirty. And let's face it, where you're concerned, there's plenty of muck to spread.
Do you know how ridiculous you look?
Not half as ridiculous as you'll look if you go through with it.
Peckish.
What are you going to say to her when she's 18 and she bumps into him in the street? Or when he's dying of cancer and he comes back to see her to say his goodbyes. And he goes, "Oh, sorry I wasn't in your life, but your mother couldn't stand me. She had me down as the devil. No one else did." He's never hurt Amy, he's never hit her, or neglected her, or left her on her own, or, I don't know, fed her too much salt. You go and look at any woman round here who's in your predicament, and I bet they can't say the same about their fellas.
Well, you're painting a gorgeous picture of Weatherfield, Mum.
Give him a chance. Stop playing games and cut him a bit of slack.
Hadn't you better go and wash that thing off?
Oh, yeah. Starting to feel like super glue.
What am I going to do?
Is he microchipped?
How the hell should I know?
What is your dog?
Oh, I can't remember. My mind goes blank when I panic.
Bella Sinead!
What have I done? This is all your fault, making me let him off. Thanks a lot, Tim.
Is your phone number on his collar? Why were you shouting Buster?
This ain't gonna work. I need some space. I'll phone you or whatever.
But
Kirk's gonna kill me.
Kirk? Who's Kirk?
Oh, leave me alone.
He's probably just run home. Sean!
Now!
Do you know, I knew it was a mistake to go to the factory.
You know, there was a lad in my class at school like Danny. Always had an opinion, a wisecrack. Always thought he knew best. Thought I got rid of him when I left school, but...
Now that's the sign of a good holiday. Books covered in suntan lotion. Did you finish the Da Vinci Code, Mike?
Yeah, it was great.
What's it about? Might borrow that.
Oh, it's good. It's about a code. You gonna give him his present or what?
Okay. Now, what do we have here?
Now, this is my favourite part of the holidays. Come on, what is it?
Give him a clue, Mike.
No, let him open it.
Go on, then.
Oh, great.
Mike?
You know what I've done? I put the wrong tags on the gifts. You better give him Frankie's.
No, I think it suits me.
Yeah, brings out the green in your eyes.
What's up? So how was Mrs. Cuddy?
Well, she knows all the words to Yes, Sir, and Boogie. I'll give her that. And the mouth on her. Whew. Reminded me of my ex, Carmel. She had a gob on her. As wide as the Mersey Tunnel and as filthy as a scabby dog. Minted, mind. Won the lotto back in '99. Rollover. Generous with it as well. Well, she gave me some. I've always wondered what to do with it, do you know what I mean? Invest it, buy a house, travel the world, lash it out on hookers. And then there's your share of this place. I mean, you know, I'm hardly Mr. Nosy, but I couldn't help overhearing that you're struggling.
So how much you got? Streetcars.
Maybe me and you should have a chat sometime.
Fizz, it's me. Get outside now.
Oh, I can see you. What's the matter? What's going on?
Oh, Fizz. I've lost the dog.
Oh, no. Sean, what happened? Where is he?
Don't shout at me, but I let him off the lead.
Oh, now what did my Kirk say?
No, and he just ran off. I mean, he could be anywhere. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Right,
what am I
calm down, Sean.
That dog has ruined my chances with the only man I've fancied in about 65 years.
No, your stupid lies have got you into this trouble, not that dog.
What did I say, eh? What did I say? I said don't let him off, didn't I?
I know, Kirky, I'm sorry. But it was such a nice day and the red wreck was dead quiet.
Hey, how do you know he let him off?
Because I've just had the family on the phone, fumigating that the dog sat on the front doorstep when they got the back off the holidays half an hour ago.
So we ran home. Oh, thank God for that. I thought he was a goner.
And guess what? Because I didn't pay due care and attention, they're refusing to cough up the kennel fees.
Well, they have got a point. I mean, they did leave you in charge of him, and look what happened. I'll just text Tim and tell him that baby's fine.
Oh, he'll find out soon enough. Because they're taking the dog to the vet to make sure that he's OK. No abuse. And guess who the vet is?
Oh, I have gone pale, by the way, but you might not be able to tell.
Steve,
What?
I want a lift.
Well, get Lloyd. He'll take you to wherever you want to go.
Get in the car, Steve. It might be worth you listening to what I've got to say to you.
Right then. Where to?
OK, you win. I can't pretend anymore, Steve. You're Amy's dad, you always have been, you always will be. And you've never tried to hurt her. You've never tried to harm her. No abuse, nothing. You mess with my head, Steve, or rather, I let you, and I realise that, so I'm not handing her over to you, but if you want to see her, I don't see why you shouldn't.
It's not April 1st, is it?
Limited visit, Steve, when I say. Steve, this is good news. Anyway, what are you doing tomorrow?
Well, I'm working.
Well, why don't you pick her up, take her out for the day? Start as we mean to go on, prove I'm serious. Does that suit you?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is great, thanks.
No, it's okay. Well, 10 o'clock then.
Yeah.